Michael Dell, from Dell, sells $1.2 billion worth of his own Dell stock. Now I wonder where he's going to dump that melting iceberg into. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning tea. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the the FOMO index has fallen down to 50 from yesterday's 61. Bitcoin dominance is 55.9%. 24-hour volume is 80 billion. The overall market cap, 2.27 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, after one of the best Septembers in recent Bitcoin history, price action decided to end its monthly run on a bearish note. On its final day, price action crashed through the 20 and the 50 moving average, finding a bottom and a bounce at 62.8, successfully returning all the gains since last Thursday, and has pouted back up to a time of production, 64K, placing us in the Upper East Side of our old channel of eternal monotony and carving out a cute little bear flag. And the price probability of this pattern is, and sing it with me now, you take the pole, you slide it all, the breakout point, and then we're all at 60K. Sheesh, that's right at the 200 moving average to boot. What we need to see to avoid and invalidate this pattern is price action to rally back up and over this channel's resistance, which is also the 50 moving average at 64.4, and then get back up and over the 20 moving average at 64.9, which is also the 38.2% fib. So the latter back up does line up with the math real properly. Now over on the ding dong, you can see we did close yesterday's candle underneath the 200 moving average and are currently battling back up and over. Now the cup half full will say that a retest of the 200 is healthy and flips it to official support. Is that a data alert? Yes, it is. Looks like the MACD is about to cross bearish again. And the last time she crossed bearish, back on August 30th, we did see an 8% shakeout. So where would a 8% shakeout take us if, I say if, we fractaliciously followed that pattern? Well, that would be way down at 60K-ish. Sheesh. That's where that cute little bear flag on the 4-hour noisy little so-and-so plays out. So let's chalk up a bearish double word score at that level. And if you like watching economic paint dry as much as I do, the monthly chart closed September's candle hella green, carving out 7% gain. Unfortunately, it was a lower high, so there's that. And believe it or not, but since we hit all-time highs, we've been exchanging greens for reds on a one-to-one basis ever since. So can we break this mint candy cane streak and have a Uptober, rock our socks off and break out of this epic bull flag pattern, which does play out to 112 cash. Well, we'd have to be in a full-blown bull run with super mega money printing and quantitative easing. Oh, that's right, we are sweet baby Jesus. We most certainly are. Would you look at that, my friends? It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. Day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed this day yet. We're lucky enough to have anyway, so get out there and knock 'em dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leaders. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. Or on the banks of boom dash bang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, cha-cha-cha-ching.
Took a while there. I actually had to manually press the old button. There's something taking a little bit long with this stupid Stream Deck every now and then. That last quote was, I think, originally the best. What was it? The most mind-altering drug is truth. I believe that was the one. But I had to throw in sobriety there, because the interesting thing about sobriety is that you really release the fog, and it's hard to tell how many layers of fog you have when you are, consistently putting in fog, so to speak. So like even, at the end of my boozing days, I was a dad drinker. So what that means is that, like, when the house got quiet at night, at 8 o'clock, everyone went to bed. Well, I'd crack a beer or two. So it wasn't like I was Nick Cage and leaving Las Vegas, but I was consistently putting 2 cans of fog in the old noodle and the old system on a consistent basis. Oh, that's right. E-money, Sober October, right. I forgot about Sober Octobers. And so it wasn't really like I was... They say it's your birthday. It's Misko's birthday too, yeah. Well, it was. Happy belated birthday. To myself and to the one and only Misko. It was yesterday, but thank you very much, Wick's wife. Thank you very much for the super chat, Wick's wife. Always a huge supporter of this channel. Much appreciated. Troy and wife and I just quit drinking recently as well. Well, you're gonna, Troy, all the best. I can't say it enough. The change in your life that happens, because what I didn't realize is that the 2 dad beers, the 2 glorious Kilkennys, creamy lager. Kilkenny's a creamy lager. It was just 2 cans of creamy lager fog, and and it's like, what is that? It's like a hermetic effect. How much poison builds up till it's catastrophic, so to speak. Lasers, thank you for the super chat. Whoa, this thing's moving all this. I feel like this old X stand. What do you mean X stand? I thought this was a grand piano. It is, yeah. Thank you for the super chat, lasers. And anyway, why I say the greatest drug of all is sobriety, because you end up seeing the world for what it actually is, and it's not like it's not what it is when you got the cans of fog over the old glasses or the eyeballs. Things are very much different, and you get a real edge on your critical thinking. That's what I noticed the most. And listen, it's a tough trip, sobriety, because one of the things I guess that keeps you coming back to the holy smokes, Chris Forte. Thank you, pianomattyb, for your insight. Well, thank you for your super chat, Chris Forte. Thank you, Chris Forte. Thank you very much for the super chats on this Tuesday morning. The reason why it gives you an edge on your critical thinking is that you have no more distraction from the fog. So every now and then, what the fog would do for me anyway, it would put me. You know that movie. What was that movie? With the guy from Peel and Pillar or whatever. Those two black comedians, Go or Hide, or remember when it was about black people getting kind of rehypothecated into white people? It was a very trippy movie. Anyway, when he gets hypnotized and he kind of falls into that deep Key and Peele. That's right, Bruce. He falls into that deep, whatever it is, the effect they use. I feel like the cans of creamy lager, which I would ingest, would put me kind of underwater, so to speak, in the sense that it wasn't like I wasn't getting more dumb. I was getting more apathetic. So the apathy of it started to wear on me. Like, why am I caring so little about these big things? You end up saying things to yourselves, well, there's nothing I can do about it. In the big scheme of things, all these kind of weird macro rationalizations as to what little control you had, or I had, and over the whole world. And because sometimes it can be very daunting when you realize, well, do we have any control over this whole big game, this big simulation, or are we just, pawns? Just mere pawns, and that's Duck, have you smashed the likes, he's wondering. And that can be something that maybe brings on a couple more cans of fog, so to speak. So, well, if I have no control over everything, I might as well just enjoy myself. And so the trippiest point of sobriety is that your edges are sharp, right? So you see things from a mile away. And if you want to throw more fuel on that edgy, sharp, critical thinking, I found my departure from entertainment, so to speak, like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And it's almost been a clear cut, just due to lack of interest. I would find movies such a waste of time. It's like, oh my God, this movie is so shit. I can't believe how much money got put into this. Or a TV show is just, well, we're talking years. It was really coinciding with stopping drinking that I stopped entertainment, so to speak. Or what do they call it in the paper? Like, I believe our paper is not the entertainment section. It's called diversions, I think. I think the actual name of the category is diversions, which is like right there in front of you. But with the onset of sobriety, I stopped caring about entertainment because it just did nothing to me whatsoever. Randy a bite. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, pianomattyb, always enjoy your style of TA in this boutique community's input, and that's G sharp major 7th. It's a deceptive chord. Usually I use C sharp major 7. Doesn't really fall into the family of C major, which we're doing here. It's one step up and then 4 steps back, kind of. But it makes for a nice change on a super chat, doesn't it? Long story short. Thank you, Randy a Bite. Much appreciated. Thank you for all the super chats today. Wow, I'm overwhelmed here. Thank you for helping this channel build one super chat at a time. So, long story short, and we'll get to some TA. Because like, isn't this a TA channel? We were told if we came from Blockchain Basement, there'd be some great TA here. I just want to correlate the trippy aspect of sobriety with the departure from diversions and entertainment that allows your brain to see things for exactly what they are, right? So even with entertainment, think about the influence movies can have on you, even subconsciously, so to speak, like you're just watching it passively, but it's having an impact. You're seeing things that you wouldn't normally see, and they're being framed in a certain way to grab your attention and get you thinking about other things. So without that around, you're left to search out the truth, so to speak. And I feel like I'm an information junkie now. Like when I think of entertainment, I look at it as Black Hat Team, high fructose corn syrup, intellectually, because it just does nothing for me. But information is like the nutrient dense that I'm looking for intellectually. So that is a long way to talk about what sobriety and lack of the entertainment system does for you. Holy smokes, Captain Kirk Mafia Mama has been up for 36 hours. That's crazy. 36 hours. That's the last time I've been up for 36 hours. I don't think I ever have been. You must start getting a little kooky at that point. Let's take a look at some of this. Laser says the Demi Moore movie messed up my girl. She said she felt like she needs to go to church. Yeah, and so last thing about this is like the hour and a half you spend being diversified, so to speak, intellectually and entertained and hypnotized. If you really think about what you're doing when you're just kind of sitting there, the little spirals in your eyes, and you allow a porthole into your subconscious that people can put subtle hypnotic responses in there that you don't even know what's going on. Then all of a sudden you start, thinking a certain way. We are having a little bearish downturn here. Speaking of thinking the worst way, 60K was on. This is what I see. Everyone that's been here knows I care not for bulls nor bears. I just read the charts, and I read them fast. So when I get up at 4 a.m., if it takes me 3 hours to make that video, which it does around, the amount of time I'm looking at the charts is about 10 minutes, like 4 to 4:10. And I take screenshots of like the 4 hour, the daily and the weekly. And I just take a big 30,000 foot view of the charts, and that's it. And then I write the script. So I'm not really looking to improve my narrative. Oh, I want it to be bullish, or I want it to be bearish. I don't care. So I'm completely unbiased in it. And then what some of the data is saying is that 60K. And it doesn't really fit with this Uptober to go back to 60K. But, at the end of the day, what are we talking? 63K here is it's less than 5% of a downturn. I mean, it just seems, because it's such a psychological number. But we have this cute little bull flag here. And we'll go up. Oh, what happened there? We'll just go like this. Why is that perps? Why is that purple? We're going to have to change that back to yellow. Can we do it live without completely boring everybody? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're back to yellow. Okay, now we can see it. Oh, just that arrow. Forget it. Anyway, this little bear flag plays out to 60K, which is the 200 moving average. And I consider the 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart not the worst thing. It's just more of like the reversion to the mean. It's like we got to go back, give him a side little elbow. Hey, I'm still here, then take off again. You'll see that we do that a lot with the 200 moving average. It's not that crazy thing, although we would lose this channel of eternal monotony. But like I said before, we don't spend a lot of time in this channel of eternal monotony. We go back, boom, we just kind of run through it. So one might say we tried to get up and we're going to run back down through it. And what is that? That's 61.6. It's not crazy. We're at 63.6. It's $2,000. It's, what is that? 2.5%, 1.8%. I don't know. I can't do this math. Someone's talking about the port strike. Port strike, baby, it's a port strike. We're gonna clog up all those transports and make everyone's groceries and gas and everything that goes on in the world go up in price. Holy smokes, then you can see the knock-on effects of that, how things keep going. Well, is it inflation or is it the port strike? So you have all these things that can go back and forth. I looked for it today to see if I could find any information on that strike, because at 12:01, the strike would have happened, right? Like this morning, 8 hours ago. But there was none on the Twitter feed, and that's the only news I watch. I have no interest to go to any news site. So they did Pew Pew Cruise. They did go on strike at midnight. Well, that's going to have a lot of ripple effects. Picketers are out there, Max Power says. Yeah, I see. I think under normal, strong leadership, that would be taken care of because it affects the population. But then you have to ask, is the leadership really care about the population whatsoever? And I would say no. But, that's just my view. My political view is that they are puppets and they don't really care about the Gen Pop. They're there to facilitate their concentric circle above them. So there's a concentric circle of puppets, and then above them is a concentric circle. Some call it the shadow government. Some call it other names. There's other names for that concentric circle. I will keep it at concentric circle, and that's who they serve. So they don't care about, the pain that goes on. Just think about what's going on in the Carolinas and the southern states affected by this hurricane. Do you think they're going to get as much money as another concentric circle's getting? We'll see. Therein lies the truth, whether we see as much or less. But now we're getting into some dark weeds, aren't we? Over on the Ding Dong. This is an interesting aspect of it because we do have a higher high. We have made a higher high, which is bullish, right? But who's to say we can't just come scoop down back again to 60K, right? Which would be that 50 moving average and our channel of eternal monotony's support, and then we move up again. But here's what's gonna happen. Scotty Mo, we sent billions to the Ukraine list, but we sent to the southern states. It was probably like a fast comment with anger, and I feel it. And then you got some the old Flintstone fingers probably got in there. Anyway, save for the golden green God candle that's going to be coming, we will just oscillate higher high, higher low, higher high, right? But that's going to only be affected once that green candle comes. When does that green candle come? Who's to say? Between now and November, for sure. The funny thing is that when you look at this monthly chart, the mint candy cane, look at that, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, all lower highs. That was, see what I did there? That was one of those old man secret booze burps. But we know that I haven't been secretly boozing, and I rarely burp too. That was interesting. Now I think about it, I rarely burp and or hiccup. One of the things about the carnivore diet is that the output of things is very low on all ends, if you know what I mean. So to burp is like an old friend. Oh, hey, a burp. I remember burping because I rarely do it, although I just did it. Green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. Perfect since our all-time high. putting in lower lows the whole time. But this is the good thing about a descending channel, a channel of descension, is that they generally break above. So that's what we're looking at here. But, history says it will be a red candle until history is broken. And then we break out, and we're about to break out of this. My boy, how's it going?
Good.
Oh. What's going on this morning, my boy? Oh, yeah, hold on a second. Another reminder about this book, 180. It's going to rock your world. I would never steer anyone wrong when it comes to any type of weird knowledge, but this book, 180, hold on, Duke. Yeah, I know you can't hear that, but it's an amazing book. It's hard to put down. I have the link in the description. You will thank me after you read it. But make sure you have time because it's hard to put down. I swear to God, it's hard to put down. All right, Duke, why isn't this going back? What are we going to sing for the good folks today? We got so many super chats. We can basically sing whatever we want. Oh, yeah, let's do some Astrology for Men, our new song on the Crypto album. Hold on. Let's put the piano on.
It's on.
No, now it's on.
It is.
No. Go for it.
It's not on.
Yeah, it is. You little Dickens.
Let's do some noodles, aka astrology for men. Let's do some noodles, aka astrology for men. I saw a cup and handle pattern. I saw head and shoulders in the sky. I'm looking at the moving average convergence, divergence. The MACD, whatever that means. Let's do some doodles, aka astrology for men. Let's do some doodles, aka astrology for men.
Nice deceptive chord, Duke. Good job. Whoa, good. Whoa, let's not have a this little X
Wait.
stand here / what's up?
What? It's a golden diamond. Gee.
Yeah, that's an OG. That means they've been here for 12 months, I believe. No, 6 months. That's right, 6 months. Those are OGs. We got a super chat there from Token Tide Temptress. You are blessed. Your boy is too cute. So,
But then what does that OG mean?
what do you mean, OG?
The yellow one.
That's 1 to 6 months, I believe. I'm not sure. I know I did make these, and I should remember him, but however, I don't.
What is the diamond one?
Diamond is post 6 months, OG. These are people that have been helping this little channel grow, this little channel that could, my boy. So now, before we leave, Duke, I'd like you to play some piano, some Billy Joel for everybody. And you know what I'm going to ask you to play? My favorite song that you do from Billy Joel, which is New York State of Mind. Start again. Take a run at it.
Some folks like to get away, take a holiday, and I never had a birthday to my image. All the Chichi.
I gotcha.
I'm on a New York state of mind. Yeah, yeah. I'm on New York state of mind.
Make sure you like and subscribe.